clicking. Welcome to another Knowledge Math production. Today we're going to be talking about factors. Factors of numbers. Numbers that divide evenly into another number. Okay? So factors are numbers that we can multiply together to get another number. Every number only has a certain number of factors. And then that's it. All right? And prime numbers have only two factors, one and themselves. So let's take a look here. Okay. Again, factors are numbers that produce a given number when multiplied. So if I take 2 times 5, the answer is 10. 2 and 5 are both factors of 10. Okay, because these two numbers multiply to be 10. A factor is any integer. Integer is a whole number, positive or negative, that can be multiplied by another integer to get the integer that you are looking for. All right, that's basically what we just said above. 2 and 5 are both factors of 10 because 2 times 5 is 10. Okay, so if I'm looking for, let's say, the factors of 24, a lot of the times the easiest way to do that is to figure out all the ways that you know how to multiply and get 24. You usually start from 1 and then work your way up. Okay, and in this case, 24 has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 factors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, and 12 and 24 are all factors of 24. They're all ways using a certain combination of these numbers. You can multiply these two of these numbers, and get 24. All right, let's try the factors of 42. So let's write down all the ways we know how to multiply and get 42. We'll start from 1. 1 times 42. All right. 2, this number is an even number, so that means 2 has to divide in evenly. So 2 divides into 42. 2 divides into 4 2 times. Bring down the 2. 2 divides into itself once. So 2 times 21 is 42. 3 is going to divide into 42. Now there's a trick to know if 3 divides into 42. Because if you do add the digits of 42, 4 plus 2, you get 6. 3 goes into 6 evenly, so 3 goes into 42 evenly. That's a trick that you can use. 3 goes into 42. 3 goes into 4 one time. 12 left over. 3 times 4 would give me 12. So 3 times 14 is also 42. 4 times nothing will give me 42, not a whole number. 5's no good. 6 times 7 is 42. And I'd say that's about it. No more. So what are our factors of 42? 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 14, 21, and 42. There are 8 factors in total of 42. Those are the 8 factors. Okay, the 8 numbers where in combination, if I multiply them, I get 42. So, common factors are exactly what they sound like. They're factors that two numbers share in common. Okay, so if I write down the factors of 24, there they all are. If I write down the factors of 60, there they all are. 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12 are factors of both of these numbers. So these numbers, these 5 numbers, are all common factors. Many times we are looking for the greatest common factor, or GCF. The greatest common factor is the largest of all of the common factors. So the largest of the common factors here is 12, right? 12 is the biggest number that divides evenly into both 24 and 60. So 12 is the greatest common factor of 24 and 60. Okay, so that you've worked with before. So let's find the common factors of 30 and 45, all the common factors. Okay, let's find all the ways we know how to multiply and get 30. We'll start with 30. 1 times 30 is 30. 2 has to go in. So 2 divides into 30. 2 goes into 3 one time. 2 goes into 10, 5. 15. 3 goes into 30. 3 times 30, or 3 times 10 is 30. 4 does not. 5 does, because it ends in a 0. 5 times 6 is 30. And I think that's it. 45. 1 times 45 is 45. 2 doesn't go in because that's an odd number. 3 does go in. 4 plus 5 is 9, right? And 3 divides into 9. So 3 has to divide evenly into 45. Let's see. 3 goes into 4 one time. 1 down. 3 goes into 15 times. Okay, 4 does not. 5 definitely does. 5 times 9 is 45. 6, 7, and 8, nope. And that's it. So the factors of 30 are 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 10, 15, and 30. And the factors of 45 are 1, 3, 5, 9, 15, and 45. So the common factors, let's find the numbers that are in common here. 1, 3, 5, and 15. 1, 3, 5, and 15. These are the 4 common factors of 30 and 45. If I wanted to find the greatest common factor, the greatest common factor is 15. That's the largest number, the largest common factor between the two numbers. Okay? So again, the greatest common factor is the highest value common factor, right? Look at the list of common factors and determine which number is the largest. We just did this. The greatest common factor between 30 and 45 was 15. We just did it on the previous slide. A prime factor is any number that can only be divided by 1 and itself to produce a whole number. So, for example, prime factors, okay, let's say 11 is a prime factor because it can only be divided by 1 and itself. When you multiply itself by 1, you get 11, and there's no other ways to get 11. So 13 is a prime factor. 7 is a prime factor. 5 is a prime factor. 3 is a prime factor. 17 is a prime factor. 19 is a prime factor. All these numbers they're all prime numbers, right? Prime numbers. Their only factors are 1 and itself. Okay, so these are all examples of prime factors. And again, finally, prime numbers only have 2 factors. 1 and itself. Okay, 1 times 2 is 2, 1 times 3 is 3, 1 times 5 is 5, 1 times 7 is 7, 1 times 11 is 11, 1 times 13 is 13, and there's no other way to multiply and get any of these numbers other than 1 times that number. Composite numbers have more than 2 factors. So there they are, 4, 6, 9, 8. Sure, 1 times 4 is 4, but so is 2 times 2. Okay? So that's the difference between prime numbers and composite numbers. You need to know those definitions in case you're asked. And that's it. And as always, thanks for clicking.